Podcast City Network. Good evening, everyone. You're listening to another episode of the Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast. It's Wednesday night, and my guest tonight is the one and only pro wrestler, public enemy number one, TJ Marconi. We're going to talk to him and see what he's up to and much, much more. Let's talk wrestling. Tune in right now. Well, good evening, Mr. TJ Marconi, and how are you doing tonight, my friend?
I'm doing good. How about you, man?
Pretty good. Just getting ready for this big event this Friday night at at Pro Wrestling After Dark. Excuse me.
Yeah, After Dark is definitely a trip, man. I watched the first one.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see the second one live, man. It's something else.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a great night. It's a lot of surprises too, I think, in store too. But we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll have to be there. Fans will have to be there to check it out.
Exactly.
But we're gonna. I think tickets are already selling like hotcakes. They're already sold out almost. Like that's good.
Yeah, I think only the third row and back left. So you gotta hurry up and get there. Get your tickets signed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So fans, listen and buy your tickets. Come on, they're going fast. Get general admission, right? There's a couple general admission left, I believe, and a couple of VIP. They're trying to bump a couple up people from third row, I think. So, shout out to Chad for working his ass off for this, and the rest of the crew and all the roster. It's gonna be an awesome night of wrestling. But anyway, how you been? Pretty busy as well, I'm sure.
Man. I'm taking 20-19. Nice start, get healthy, and get back to doing what I do best.
Exactly. Kick ass and take names.
Exactly.
But yeah, you have a lot coming up too as well. I was just like, wow, it'd be as you said, you're gonna be at the show too, and you have a couple shows coming up too as well.
Yeah, I'll be hanging out there Friday night, enjoying the festivities with the rest of these people, and then Saturday I got a double shot. Actually, I got Ace up in Wallington, New Jersey, and then House of Glory up in Queens. And House of Glory is always a crazy time. It's always a big crowd. It's always a fun time. So I'm looking forward to that.
Absolutely. And then of course Ace, as always. Ace is like
a home away from home, man. So
yeah.
They've been a little company that could have been doing it. I mean, since I started wrestling, we're still a fan of the new wrestling.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me better now?
Yes. Yeah. I was like,
I said Ace has been doing it for, it seems like forever, even before I started getting into indie wrestling. So, they're the little company that could.
Yeah, and but you know what? You're always everywhere, TJ. I always notice you're everywhere. You get your name out there, and people don't realize, you're a name to be seen, and people, fans need to go out and check you out because you're a badass wrestler. You kick ass all the time,
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Thank you. I try.
I know. I don't know if I always tell people, you know what? Do you want to be in the real big companies or do you want to be on the independent, level still? I think I can see you. I can see you still on the level of, you want to be on the main TV, making that big time.
I mean, if you're not in this wrestling, I'm in this wrestling business to make money, and a lot of people, frown upon that sometimes, but it's about making money.
Right. And if you didn't have, and independent wrestling supported, you've been doing it for so long that, people don't realize Indie's where it's at. We always love it, We don't have to go watch a WWE house, WWE show, and when we go to these local shows, we get a lot, we're lucky to what we get,
Yeah.
For the capacity of, 300 fans show up like at a lodge or a VFW hall or a little high school gym or
It's definitely a good thing, It's intimate. You get to see people before they make it on TV,
Yeah, absolutely. Like how many people would we know in the business that have left and they're big names now,
It's something else when you think about it.
I know. It's like yesterday. I was watching Joey Janela, and now he's getting all in, He's getting.
It's ridiculous.
I know all these. What do you think of the what do you think of that promotion?
It's looking good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a good money backer behind it. So hopefully it takes off, and there's another company for the boys to make money at.
Yeah, so Cody, if you're listening, TJ wants in.
Hopefully, who knows?
Because what did they just sign? They just signed Pentagon and the other guy, Ray, Ray Phoenix or whatever. I forget what his name is. Whatever he is.
Yeah,
the Luchadors.
They're signing up a lot of talent.
It is.
Time to be in wrestling right now.
Yeah, but the only guy they shouldn't have signed was MJF. Other reasons we won't go there. But no, they got Jericho, of course. Come on, we got the Young Bucks. It's gonna be crazy. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, hopefully, what is it, coming up soon, their first show, right?
Yeah, what, in Las Vegas or something? Yeah.
That's a good place to start out.
Yeah, high money, right? Put it all in green, put it all in red.
Exactly.
So you are a pretty busy wrestler these days, TJ.
Yeah.
I mean, you do a lot, and you do stuff behind the scenes as well. That's really awesome,
I try to do as much as I can. I enjoy professional wrestling, so, there's different aspects of everything. So, do a little bit up front, do a little bit in back,
Yeah, and also you were part of the brand new Trifecta Academy.
Yeah. It's big things happening in New Jersey.
Yes.
Chad and Rob are doing really well. SWF, Wrestling After Dark, and Standalone. So good things happening, and everyone working together with one another and building up the New Jersey wrestling scene is good to hear.
Yeah, and we know that we know Jersey's a wrestling scene. For us as a fan of wrestling, and you're a wrestler, and you travel all over Jersey, and
It's only good news. It's only a good thing that the Trifecta is doing what they're doing right now. It can only be beneficial. So, and it's just really getting its feet wet, So
yeah, come WrestleMania, I know
2019 is going to be a good year.
It is, and then 2019, it's already. Look at that, like 11 companies coming in for WrestleMania weekend, to showcase.
Yeah, it's a good time to be a wrestler in New Jersey right now.
Yeah. I told myself, you know what? I'm not going to spend the money and go to WrestleMania this year. I'm going to all the shows if I can do it.
It's going to be, you watch it at home. It's almost as good.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because you can make all the noise you want and photobomb a lot of people. But no, it's there's a lot happening, and a lot of cool conventions and stuff. I was actually just checking out something really cool that's going to happen April 27th at the I Play America in Freehold. They're going to have an 80...
with all the 80s wrestlers.
Yes! I thought that was pretty awesome. I'm like, you know what? I want to see... I'd like to check out that and see talk to Bruce Pritchard, of course, so, get some little podcast tips maybe,
Yeah, Yeah, that's something I'm probably gonna go head out to too, because
Yeah.
I grew up watching those wrestlers, and to meet them in person would be something cool. To see.
Yeah, and to see the Samoans,
Yeah.
God, that's like the last time I saw them. I was when they faced somebody in a steel cage, like at the Ocean Ice Palace, back in like
crazy.
NWF days, National Wrestling Federation days. Bruiser Brody in a cage, the crazy days.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, they have a lot of guys coming in. Some cool items. I was looking at the list of items, and it was like, wow, they're doing an auction too. I think I'm going to save my money and go to that. It's going to be worth it,
It's a good plan.
But other stuff too, more conventions and, build up and go, a lot of good stuff coming. We know it. A lot of good stuff coming around our area and, conventions and even horror cons and all this other stuff's coming too.
Oh, yeah, and Trifecta's going to be at the Horror Con in March too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so fans, if you're in the area, check that out. Besides wrestling, you can see some meet the wrestlers at the horror fest. It's gonna be awesome, or HorrorCon, whatever they call these things nowadays. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I know. I think the last convention I ever went to. Well, no, actually, what was the last I did go to. Chiller Fest. I went to a Chiller Fest one year. And that was really I got to meet, who the hell? Actually, buddy, Gunnar Harrison, the guy who, Leatherface, before he died from Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh,
yeah.
I know you're talking. I just can't get the guy's name in my
Yeah,
head.
Gunnar Harrison. Yeah, Gunther Harrison or Gunnar Harrison, something like that. But no, I remember back in and then I went to another convention one year. I remember it was in Pennsylvania for wrestling. It was Wrestle Reunion 2. And it was like a night of like the legends and everybody from Harley Race to, Captain Lou Albano, Bobby Heenan,
Yeah.
And Jim Cornette, of course. But
Jim Cornette's still keeping his name relevant.
Yeah, I know. Still keeping it relevant for his own podcast. Talks about himself too much. No, but it's it's cool to see who you can see. Nowadays it's like, wow, you can't even ask a question to these guys in public.
Yeah.
And but when I went to that wrestling convention, I actually went up. And I think Bill Apter was there that night, and I actually asked a question. Mick Foley was up there on the panel, and it was during WrestleMania time, so I had to think of something. I was like, "What was it like going off the steel cage?" And he was scared shitless. He said, for Hell in a Cell with Taker. Yeah.
I would be too. That's a pretty big fool.
Yeah, it is. But it was, and then the funny thing is, after the show's over. My dad and I go over to McDonald's. Hey, there's Mick Foley again. Just hanging out, eating a cheeseburger in his old beat up car. His car that he's always slept in and talked about. And it's just great. It's just he remembers people like me all the time saying hi. Which is cool. And a lot of, people that, wrestlers these days, they don't even say hello to you,
People, they got a buzz. They think there's somebody, or they can't take time out to say hi to people. It's something crazy.
It is. You got any, also, do you have any, WoW shows coming up pretty soon, or?
Which ones?
WoW, Warriors of Wrestling? Are you still part of that?
They're still running. I haven't been there in a few years.
Yeah.
But they're still running. They're still running pretty successful shows out in Staten Island.
Mm-hmm. That's good. I remember going to one of those shows, hanging out with you, talking to you at the show. I just went one time. It's crazy.
That's great.
But TJ,
I haven't been there in a little bit.
But TJ, you got anything else you want to say? We'll cut it short and sweet. That's it.
I mean,
nothing really.
I mean, hopefully, 2019, I'm healing up.
Yeah.
I'm going to start doing what I do best and, pissing the people off and doing what I normally do.
Mm-hmm.
And, keep it up, keep coming out to the trifecta shows.
Mm-hmm.
They're really doing something big in 2019, and, hopefully, people will come up to me, and I'm always personable. I'm never going to turn anybody away, so
Mm-hmm.
if you see me at a show, I'll definitely talk to you.
Yeah. I want to say, TJ, thank you for coming on, and I'll see you on Friday night.
No problem, man. I'll see you Friday night.
And, hey, TJ, where can everybody reach you on social media?
Social media, TJMARCONI on all platforms. So that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TJ Marconi. I don't got Snapchat, but I'm working on probably get Snapchat next.
Yeah, I know people want that now. It's like a quicker feed to wrestling.
Yeah, I gotta get on that.
But yeah, TJ, I'll see you on Friday night, and make sure fans check out his your t-shirts too. Go buy a t-shirt.
Pro wrestling tees, man. Yeah, those are the last. I can't get those in person. They're only on Pro Wrestling tees, so I'll have some new ones coming up soon. Some Public Enemy ones. So keep on the lookout for that too.
Mm-hmm. And you think I need to talk to you, get you aboard Collar and Elbow, my friend?
Oh, man. Yeah, I'll do that. That sounds good.
Yeah, you can make some money too. I make money too.
Yeah.
It's amazing. They support us.
Plan.
We support them. You support them.
Yep.
It's awesome. But all right, TJ, have a great night.
You as well.
Bye-bye.
See you Friday.
Yep. Fans, that was TJ Marconi, the one and only, the Public Enemy #1. And you know what? He's ready for 2019. He has a lot on his palette. He's got a lot of things. He's good things coming. So check him out on social media. Come say hello to him this Friday night at Pro Wrestling After Dark, the shit show in Vineland, New Jersey, at the Moose Lodge. And much, much more. And check out the Deathmatch Russell podcast. We'll be there live. I'll be there live doing broadcasts during the whole show. And maybe Facebook Live. You never know what I'll be doing. And come by and say hello. And you could be on podcast. And there's going to be a lot of special appearances as well. So stay tuned, fans. Check out the Deathmatch Russell podcast this Friday night. Have a great night, everyone. And see ya in Vineland, New Jersey. Tune in. Good night.
How did Tom result different from what he expected? How did Tom result different from what he expected?
Hey, wrestling fans, I want to mention Collar and Elbow. Collar and Elbow was founded on traditional values of professional wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product intended to connect with people on an emotional level. A symbiotic relationship where one cannot flourish without the other. We strive to create a product that embodies our passion for professional wrestling expressed through street fashion. Visit collarandelbowbrand.com and use the promo code DeathmatchRussellPodcast and save 10% off when you make a purchase. Collar and Elbow, where wrestling passion meets street fashion. You can find more Deathmatch Russell podcasts on the following social media. DeathmatchRussell.com. Follow on Twitter at DavidNJ32 and on Facebook. Facebook.com/DJDaveNJ32. Find me on Podcast City Network at PodcastCity.net. Facebook.com/Podcast City Network. Hit the like button and share. And on Twitter at PodcastCityNet. You can hear Deathmatch Russell podcast on Stitcher Radio and on iTunes.